It's October 31st, the greatest night of the year. You've done your trick-or-treating, you've eaten all the candy your belly can handle, you've gone to a costume ball and monster mashed the night away, you've gone to haunted houses, you've carved pumpkins into creepy jack-o'-lanterns, you've done everything possible to celebrate Halloween. And now it's time to sit down with your best friends or your family and watch a double feature of whatever your little heart desires. What two films do you pick to watch on Halloween? Hello everyone, welcome to Nocturnal Horrors. My name is Sean Mazerall, and today I have two of the great horror tubers who are here to give us their recommendations for the best double feature for Halloween. Felicia from Girly Gore and Emma from Spookyastronauts.
What's up, weirdos? I'm Felicia, and I like scary movies. Thank you so much, Sean, for inviting me to be on your channel today. This is such a good idea. This is such a good idea for a video, honestly. I'm kind of like jelly. This is so good because there is nothing better than a double feature that has been like curated, like strong choices have been made. I am thrilled. Okay, and my two picks are, let's go in year order. So first we're gonna start in 1992, the year of my birth, with Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is a movie I watch at least once a year. It's so freaking good. It's Francis Ford Coppola. It has an insane cast: Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves, Gary Oldman, Anthony Hopkins. It's just so gothic, Victorian, spooky vibes. The costumes are out of control. The theatricality of this movie is really over the top and amazing. Like, that's one of my favorite things about it, is how theatrical it is. And I think it would be very well paired with, get ready for it, 1999's Sleepy Hollow. Tim Burton, baby. This movie, once again, has those gothic, Victorian, spooky, foggy, spooky vibes, and I think these two movies would just go so well together. Sleepy Hollow I've seen, actually, I would say more times than Bram Stoker's Dracula, and this one we once again have an all-star cast. We have Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci, Miranda Richardson, who if you follow me on Twitter, I just watched a VHS copy of her in a TV movie of Merlin playing the villain. Anyways, she's excellent, she's crazy. But this whole movie is like Halloween to me. It is spooky, it is scary, it is fun, and once again, it has that big theatrical vibe to it that I really, really want in Halloween season. And that's it. That is my spooky Halloween double feature. I hope you enjoyed the rest of Sean's video, and have a nice scream. Bye.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. My name is Emma, also known as Spookyastronauts, here on YouTube. I have a channel where I talk about everything to do with horror movies and thrillers. I give a lot of recommendations, and I just give you guys a lot to put on your to-watch list, whether that is taking you to the cinema with me or just sitting down and having a chat about some films I recommend to you, depending on your taste. That is what my channel is all about. Thank you so much for having me, Nocturnal Horrors. I love this channel. It's so informative, and I love the breakdowns you do on certain aspects in horror. Anyway, I'm here to discuss my ideal Halloween double feature, and if you could not tell by my accent, I am not from America, so Halloween in Australia isn't so intense, but two films I've always loved and always have given me those spooky feels as a kid, and one movie in particular I watch every single Halloween and Christmas. Let's jump into that first, is The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas is directed by Henry Selick, and of course it's written by Tim Burton. The beautiful music in this film is done by the legendary Danny Elfman. The film is from 1993, and it is about Jack Skellington, the king of Halloween Town, who lives in this dark, beautiful world, but something is missing inside of his soul, and when he discovers Christmas, he attempts to bring it home. Did you know that all of the songs by Jack Skellington are actually sung by Danny Elfman, although he's played when he speaks by Chris Sarandon, while Catherine O'Hara played Sally. I love this film. It has such a nostalgic aspect, and it's quite dark, especially for kids, but it was something that I just grew up loving, and I do watch it on Halloween and on Christmas, possibly every year. And in my my eyes, the perfect film to pair with this one is another one that has serious nostalgic factor, but is also quite dark, and that's The Witches. The Witches from 1990 is directed by Nicholas Roeg, and it's based on the Roald Dahl book. The film follows a young boy and his grandmother who stumble upon a witch convention. After hearing about their evil plans, he decides he must stop them. But witches, being witches, they have a few tricks up their sleeve, including the power to turn him into a mouse. The film is actually terrifying, and the witches are so scary. I don't know if this is at any age, but when I was a kid, it completely terrified me. And I watched this one again recently at an outdoor cinema, and it was shocking. I can't believe how gruesome these witches are, and really it's no surprise that I got nightmares. So I don't know if I suggest this for the whole family, but it's definitely two films that you can't go wrong with this Halloween.
When it comes to a Halloween double feature for me, I'm all about nostalgia. I'm all about reliving the spooky, the strange, the bizarre, the weird. And both of my feature films here are about someone who just wants to take a vacation, stay at home, and not think about anything. And unfortunately, things go very, very wrong. For anyone who doesn't already know, Beetlejuice is about a newly deceased couple who want to get rid of the family that moved into their home. Whether they like it or not, they've called on Beetlejuice, the greatest bioexorcist of all time. This is a perfect film, not just because it's spooky season, but because every single line of dialogue that's been delivered in it is iconic. Every single character is so unique and so extra. Every goofy CGI effect plays perfectly with the practical effects. This is a film that shows us the beauty of German expressionism, what you can do with a mood or a tone just based on art direction and set deck alone. This is a movie that's all about performances. Could anyone but Tim Burton pull something like this off? The only thing this film is missing is its prequels. Okay, I'm kidding. We don't want prequels. But Otho used to be a chemist, used to be a hairdresser, used to be a paranormal investigator in New York. Or what about Beetlejuice used to be Juno's assistant? I would love to see Beetlejuice working for someone else and then see how that breakup took place. Or even something as simple as Adam and Barbara when they apparently got a picture of a Bigfoot. Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, Winona Ryder, Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis, Danny Elfman, etc., etc., etc. I mean, come on. Has there ever been a better group of talented lunatics than in Beetlejuice? This is creativity and imagination at its absolute best, and it's perfect for Halloween night. Does anything capture that small town community quite like the Burbs does? A place where new neighbors have moved next to Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher's house, but they never seem to come in or out. They are creepy and different, and all of a sudden a neighbor has gone missing. Hank's vacation has turned into him and his neighbors trying to figure out what exactly their new neighbors are up to. I love the direction by Joe Dante. This is a film where you have all the leaves blowing around when the wind picks up anytime something dramatic is about to happen, or you have a huge storm, the thunder and lightning crashing anytime something's about to happen at night. It's an absolute goofy blast of hilarious campiness and good-natured fun. This film also seems to have started Google Earth. It's a movie that has a legitimate subplot that surrounds a little dog and its poo. This is the same dog who would later become Buffalo Bill's dog in Silence of the Lambs. This movie is king of the zoom-in close-up and has no problem breaking the fourth wall. This movie is an absolute blast. But it's not just the great performances from Hanks, Fisher, Bruce Dern, Corey Feldman that makes this film great. It's actually the mystery that surrounds it and all the playful nods to other great horror films. And let's not forget about that amazing behind-the-scenes footage that we saw of veteran actor Dick Miller being a little upset with Corey Feldman right before a scene.
What else could you do with those shoes?
Shut the f*** up, kid. We're trying to do some acting.
This is a film where I first learned what a femur is, and it's also the film that made me decide to never, ever, ever eat a sardine if it sounds like that when you chew. It's one for the ages that only Joe Dante could do. The Burbs, paired with Beetlejuice, two of the genre's great directors in the height of their stylistic brilliance, make a great way to end Halloween night. Thank you all so much for watching. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Emma and Felicia and check out their Patreons. They're both wonderful. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. And don't forget to tell us what films you watch on Halloween night.